Americans, I think you're going through the same battle as us right now, which is, are they being stupid or are they being malicious? And we're all trying to figure this out. You may have seen, but comedians right now are working their ass off to accept no responsibility for the world that they've built in America. This is all in response to Jimmy Kimmel's suspension, of course. Like, they're pretending it's the same sort of thing as the shooting of Charlie Kirk, right? Tim Dillon just shared this post, I don't remember how long ago, and he says, I'm against Jimmy Kimmel being taken off the air, and I'm against people being shot for their opinions. See? How easy is that? And then you've got Andrew Schultz, who does this weird, snarky thing. The left, fascism is wrong unless you kill your political opponents, and then we celebrate it. The right, cancel culture is wrong unless you cancel the shows of our political opponents, and then we celebrate it. People, these are false equivalencies. These are false equivalencies, and it's because they're terrified to admit that they are responsible for this. Here's the fact of the matter. Whatever your relationship to what happened to Charlie Kirk, it was a lone man who did it. We don't know anything about him. Anyone's reaction to what this lone man did is ultimately their individual response. You don't know this man's politics. You don't know if he was left, right, centrist, woke, conservative, a groiper, or just insane. Meanwhile, what's happening on the other side with regards to free speech, their favourite fucking issue, sorry, I shouldn't be swearing, we can all see that this Jimmy Kimmel suspension is intimately tied to Donald Trump and the abuse of power. And where are the right-wing politicians calling this out? They're not. This is a state power intervening in speech. This is what they've all been complaining about was going to happen. Listen to this grim moment between Joe Rogan and one of the Weinstein brothers, where they essentially argue that this is what they were so terrified of had the Democrats won the election.
Last time you were here, we were really worried about what was going to happen. And now it seems like we're in a completely different timeline.
Yeah, I have to say, in addition to being just overarchingly worried about what was going to happen to the Republic and to the globe, I was personally worried about what would happen to people like you and me if we lost. But I must say, on my darker days, I had concerns even beyond that.
And you probably should.
Yeah.
This is the line that none of these comedians and none of these podcast bros will touch. They want to pretend that they're equal opportunity truth tellers. No, you're not. You're weak. You're weak. You're all hiding behind microphones and being funny. But you're just the weakest people. Somebody out there name me a collection of mainstream Democrats who came out and endorsed what happened to Charlie Kirk. I'll wait. No, I won't. There's none. This is the lie, that everybody's equally culpable. The manic, crazy people on the left that they're worried about, they hold no power. They're loud, maybe, yeah, sure, but they lack the levers. If you want proof of just how thin this game is, there's an interview online between Ben Shapiro and Ezra Klein. You can find it on YouTube. He's on his podcast and he's asked, what was it that Obama did that supposedly triggered the right? Now, I'm not going to play the video because it's long. I'm going to read you the top comment under the video because it absolutely nails it. The comment says, "It is truly wild to listen to Ben confirm that the thing that radicalized the right was Barack Obama making the most positively benign observations about the reality of race in this country. The first black president politely insinuated that maybe, just maybe, there was still a bit of work to do on racism, and that's what they considered an existential threat." That's what triggered these people. Banality. Acknowledging facts and acknowledging different truths from different perspectives. And they have the nerve to call everybody else snowflakes. This is a grift, people. This is, listen, if you're a fan of grifts, take a picture, because this might be the best one yet. This is better than Brexit, because they've all convinced themselves that they're not a part of it, that they didn't cause this, that both sides are violent, that everybody lies. They've been running cover on this for years, people. And now with an actual government censoring speech happening in plain sight, they've got nothing to say. They think they do, but really they're just going, see, everyone's an idiot and we were right. I don't forgive any of these people. I don't forgive Rogan. I don't forgive Schultz. I don't even forgive Ricky Gervais. All those years they cried about cancel culture and the fear of people being silenced, and they were crying about the wrong people. And now that it's real, what are they doing? They're back in their own corner. That's it, I have nothing more to say. These people are weak.